What up? What up? It's your boy Tom 202, and the Lord loves you guys, and so do I. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Yes, I make music. Now, I want to talk on this subject. This is another Why I Left Atlanta series. And I talk about Atlanta a lot because there's a lot going on down there. A lot of good things as far as music and stuff like that. A lot of good places to live in Atlanta. But there's also an explosion. Look, when you get a lot of traffic into an area, you get a lot of businesses, you get a lot of different needs, and you get a lot of different quirks and people doing a lot of different things, and sex is one of them. Atlanta has a problem because 70% of African American women in the Fulton County area have HIV. Now, this leads me to stories like this. I'm not saying this woman promotes HIV. I'm saying there's some people who left comments and they said there are a lot of sex workers that are in Fulton County. Now, I used to live in Atlanta, and I've been through Fulton County a couple times. Of course, you have to when you go downtown. I think that's the downtown area. I did not live in that area. I lived there 15 some odd years ago, and I lived out in DeKalb County. So there's that. But I digress. So this young lady, she throws birthday orgies to help black women be sexually liberated. People, you know what? Let's do this. Let's listen to what some of this young lady has to say. I can't show you the video, but we can listen to some of what she has to say. I'm going to go ahead and turn my music down because I think, like I said, I can't show you the video. I want to get to where she's actually speaking because and listen, she charges the women that come there $500. She charges them $500. $500, ladies, you can be sexually liberated. Let's just listen to this.
I'm not saying if you come, you're going to get laid tonight. That would be very much possible. You're not going to be called a slut. You're not going to be called a whore unless it's what you you may like that.
All right.
I really care about sexual freedom, especially when it comes down to women, black women especially. I draw freedom to all black women. And if you black women never really get a chance to be sexually free without being shamed.
Black women don't get a chance to be sexually
free. On the website and in the waivers, sex is not guaranteed.
It's an orgy, but sex is not guaranteed. All right, so you guys can click on the link and go and listen to more of what this young lady has to say. She has condoms, blankets, yada, yada, yada. If we went over the whole issue with condoms and why condoms are not the safest choice anymore, because the condom industry had to change according to the customer's needs. There's all kind of condoms out there, but the problem is the elasticity of the condoms is not the same when the condom came out. Now you have the super thin, you have the rigid, and then you have people who are having the experience of the condom breaking on them. And when that happens, you have all kind of incidents, pregnancies, sexually transmitted diseases. If people, happen to go and get the pill, what's that day pill or whatever that is, and doing things such as that. So just because you have condoms doesn't mean everybody there is going to be, protected. No. No. If any grown-up has used a condom, they know that condoms break, and they break more now than ever, simply because they're not really made to protect you. You know, I think it's a farce almost. Not really made to protect you anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're not. It's oh, these condoms will protect you, but yet they're breaking left and right. I'm no longer protected. And the whole pull-out method, that ain't working. You know, okay, come on. Especially when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases. You know, boom, bam, you know, there it is. You're finished. You now have contracted whatever this other person has. So let's get off of that too. But I'm saying things like this is dangerous. And a woman tries to say that no, when you come there, you're just because you're there, you're gonna have sex. This is true. Just because you're there doesn't mean you're gonna have sex. But ladies, when you come there, you're looking to have sex, and you have to. I don't know. Okay, for 500 attendees will be $500 attendees will be given a secret lotion. A secret location where a porn star will join them for 4-hour course meal. Oh my God, this is just. Listen, I'm not even going to Bible thump. I'm not. But I'm going to tell you guys this is highly, 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 highly dangerous. This is dangerous simply because of the numbers that Atlanta is putting up in Fulton County and spreading outward. It has, the CDC has alarming numbers. And I listen, I don't care who you are, don't do this. If you want to be one of these people, I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen. I'm saying the longer you play with fire, the more chances you are you're going to get burned. Orgies are a cesspool of sexually transmitted diseases. And somebody can say, you're absolutely wrong. No, you're not. If you look at the numbers, if you have 3 people, you have 3 people who've had multiple partners and you're sleeping with all of their partners. Every time they had sex with somebody, there was a chance that they contracted a sexually transmitted disease. Now, you put those 3 people in a certain geographical areas, and that number grows exponentially. And it's not because you had sex with so many people. It's simply because you could have had sex with one person who had sex with one person who had sex with so many people. This is a dangerous game. And this is also a business. This liberating woman kick is a business. Listen, I'm telling you now, if this was really about liberating black women, who 70% of them in one county have HIV, if this was really about liberating black women, there would not be a price to it. There would not be a porn star there. It has nothing to do with liberating women. This is all about the money. You're saying that there are going to be a bunch of women there, and guys, you pay $500 to sit down and so-called talk to this point. Get out of here. This is a business. Has nothing to do with liberation. Nothing. Not one thing to do with liberation. And women, listen, I'm sorry, but I am tired of women not taking accountability for the things that they do. I'm sorry. And this is not all women, because you got some women who can't stand women not taking accountability, because it creates a picture that men see, and they're going, well, you're just like them, and not every woman's the same. But you have a lot of women, especially because of this whole Me Too movement, oh, I took a sip of wine, therefore I'm not responsible for what I do. You're absolutely responsible because you're an adult. Okay, but I'm sick and tired of this not taking responsibility for what happens to you. Blaming it on alcohol, blaming it on child abuse, or blaming it on some my dad wasn't there. Listen, okay, your father wasn't there. You grew up without a father. You did not know how to interact with boys and men. I get that. When you are an adult, you are responsible for yourself. That's it, that's all. You can't say because I didn't have a father that I'm just going to go out and just do this, that, and you should feel sorry for me. No, I don't. I feel bad that you didn't have a father, that he wasn't there at your, graduation, that he wasn't helping you grow up. I feel bad about that, 100%. But then you have to start looking at the moms on that tip too. That's a whole nother conversation. Because a lot of times the mom will push the dad away. And we know this. So quit acting like all moms out there are just angels and get out of here. Cut this out. A lot of what's learned is learned from the mother. For these females, go out here and do this, act this way. Game on this guy. If he's got this, he's good. If he doesn't, a lot of that comes from the mother. Get out of it. It's a cycle. Grandma, she was a single mother. Mom, a single mother. Daughter, gonna be a single mother. Stop blaming it on guys. Stop blaming it on alcohol. Stop blaming it on society. Look at yourself and say, I gotta stop this. Because if you keep blaming it on somebody else, then when you have a child, guess what? That child is going to go through a hard life too. And guess who they're going to blame it on? Somebody else. And nobody's going to be responsible, or nobody's going to have their own responsibility. And your sons, they're going to do the same thing. Okay? And when that happens, now you got sons who are locked up. Now you got sons who are HIV. Now you got sons who are, dead. Now, come on, people. You're a grown woman. Okay, you got some issues. This is what therapy is for. This is what group meetings are for. This is what, there are a lot of men out there who are willing to talk to you about your issues. Stop acting like there's no man out there who wants to talk to you about what's going on with you. That is nowhere near the truth. Because we realize that there is a problem with a lot of males not being here, taken away by force. Sometimes just gone before they're even able to raise their child, even if they're married. Police brutality. We realize that this is a thing, but we do not want to hear a grown woman doing heinous things to her own self and then constantly blaming it on someone else and not taking responsibility for herself. No, we're not trying to hear that. We want to hear you say, this happened to me. Okay, fine. Let's see if we can get you some help. That's what we want to hear. Who's out there trying to get help for the situation? Not who's just out there just living willy-nilly and then screw it, blaming it on somebody else. No. Responsibility is yours, just like it's mine. Men are not second-class citizens. We are not all evil. We're not all, after trying to get in between your legs. All right? Stop doing damage to yourself and own up to what you like. If you like having sex with multiple partners, own up to that. Don't sit up there and say, I blame it on alcohol or because my daddy wasn't there, because guess what? Some of your daddies were there. And they raised you right. Okay? They raised you right, but you ran away from that. You dipped out. You wanted to be with the bad dude. You had everything going for you. No excuse whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Some of you are at college educated. Mom there, dad there, whole family surrounding you, brothers, everything. You still want to be out there in that terrible life. And then when you end up on the side of a road, we're supposed to feel sorry. It's just like you ran with the most terriblest people. Nah, I'm done with that. Don't do this right here. Cut this out. Cut this out.